Hello, and welcome to another stream of Pokemon Legends Arceus. My game is not showing up. Hold on just a diggly darn second. I need to fix that real quick. There we go. Alright, all set. But thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you coming in. I hope that you're excited for the stream. If you aren't even like the stream and subscribe to the channel, consider doing so you can catch every single one of these as they come out. Regardless, though, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It is going to be a bit of a shorter stream. I have to be off at midnight my time, on the dot, basically. I have a doctor's appointment in the morning and cannot afford to go to bed late because I have to be there by 7:45, and which means I need to be up by like 6. So, yeah, Joy. Really excited for that. But I'm going to be heading off a little bit early tonight. So we start a little bit earlier than usual, and we'll be ending a little bit earlier than usual. But I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much, Crunchy and Luigi Dragon, for joining the stream before it even started. Thank you so much, Ash, for joining in as well as it started, and Nerjo. Glad to have you both. The ladies love Eevee. yeah. I'm a big fan of Eevee. Actually, funny enough, speaking of Eevee, my wife got me a Time magazine with Eevee on it that is right here. So I'm going to read through that at some point. I hate that I have to calibrate this every single freaking time I play. Okay. Cool. There we go. Lily Moncat, welcome to the stream. I'll trade you shiny Oranguru refuses to exist. I wish that it was possible, but I don't have that either, unfortunately. Also, I'm trying to do the shiny living dex in this game, so it would be kind of difficult to trade between. But thank you so much for joining. Good to have you in. It's been a little bit. Hope you're doing well. All right, we're all set there. Let's get this thing going. We're going to try and find ourselves a shiny Eevee tonight. I put it in the thumbnail. I put it in the description of the stream, or the title of the stream. We're going to try and find a shiny Eevee if we can't manage it. So I'm going to, prioritize Heights MMOs. Or not Heights, Fieldlands. Darn it, I was really hoping that was going to be an Eevee outbreak. Technically, I need this. And that's it. So we'll go for these two because they're giving us the berries. And then we will, I guess, go to the next one. Alright. Gay means I'm happy and I'm extremely strong. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Crunchy. Hopefully we can take your mind off of things. Doing college classes, I'm torturing myself. Oof. Good luck. Good luck. I miss some parts of college. I don't miss, staying up super duper late studying and all that. So, I wish you the best of luck in getting through those because they can be rough. But at the same time, you get a lot of really good memories at college. So, good and bad. Although if you're just taking classes and not, like, getting the full experience, then that's, slightly worse. Should be a rock-type evolution of Eevee. Honestly, at this point, I feel like they should just introduce a new evolution each gen until they get a full roster of all the evolutions with every single typing. Cool. Got that one. Now we go for this one. Need my name up on the screen? Sure. 1 second. There we go. And yeah. Let's fly. I think once I catch this, I will go and see if I can't find an Eevee spawn. Rude. Oh, hello. Dang it. Where's the dumbass that ran off? The problem is it's gonna flee the second I find it. Where the heck did it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, I found a, satchel. Neat. What about a normal type evolution of Eevee? Honestly, that's kind of interesting. I mean, maybe it's just Eevee, but slightly cuter and has better stats. Like, I feel like Eevee is like the perfect design. But that could be cool. I'd be down. The barrel of Eevee. Okay. What a great way to start the stream. With no shiny. Nor, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming in. That's just Gmax Eevee you're describing? I mean, I'm okay with that. Alright. Let's get that Snapplecat fact. Jupiter spins so fast that there is a new sunrise nearly every 10 hours. Oh, fun. So it's spinning like a little over 2 times faster than Earth. And it's much bigger, so that's impressive. Right. I'm not opposed to Big Floof Eevee. That's true. We could also... It could also be like a Minccino versus Cinccino. Where they just get extra scarfage. I guess that's Gmax Eevee again. I'm really just reinventing Gmax Eevee over and over again. Don't you hate it when that happens? You have like a really good idea and then you just turns out you reinvented something that already exists. Solo, thank you so much for the $5 dono. Really, really appreciate the support, man. Good to have you in, and please make sure you're not putting yourself in a financial bind for my sake. No words, just money. I just appreciate it. Any particular reason, Crunchy? Okay. Any shinies? Yes, no, maybe so. No. Drats. Alright. Fine. Okay. Turn to the village. I didn't say anything. What you talk about? Yeah, you're right. It must have been the wind. Oh, speaking of saying something, I should turn on text-to-speech before anyone puts in a message. Should be good to go. Alright, I think we're okay. Alright, only option, so we may as well. 2D, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you in. Doing a little bit of an I mean, it's not really earlier. I started at 10:30 versus 11. It's like half an hour earlier at most. Um, but I am ending off at midnight tonight, so gonna be a bit of a shorter stream. Mostly because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning. Okay. God, these outbreaks are awful. The Dartrix ones are the worst. Probably my least favorite outbreak to do. Well, let's do this one, actually, first. Why am I already EP? I mean, sometimes it just do be like that. I mean, it is a Monday, after all. Mondays do be like that sometimes.
Boob, but without the second B. Did I scare you?
Yeah, for sure.
Boo. Moi ha 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 Jaws XDV.
Alright. Where'd the last one go? There you are. Go to sleep. There we go. Dang it. Fine, whatever. It wasn't shiny anyway, I didn't want it. I usually go better around this time, which is why I don't show up as often anymore. No worries, Toonie. I appreciate you. Wow, words. I appreciate you being around for any amount of time you're able to. I get that I stream kind of late for most people, especially like on the East Coast. But it's the time I'm able to stream, so it is the time that I stream. See the new Pokemon leaks? I heard about them. I don't really try to pay too much attention to the actual leaks themselves because I don't want to get spoiled. Are you crazy? Thank you for the $25 dono. Let's get some significant hype in the chat for Ash. Holy cow. Man's crazy. Oh my goodness, these freaking things. There we go. Sleep. Go. God, go to sleep. Not spoilers, just leaks for past games, concept parts. I did hear about the battle system in XY being pretty cool from Solo, but other than that, I just got like a couple of stories or something like that. Wow, you're insane, Ash. Jesus, I'm still baffled. I guess we go. Now we go back over to here first, and then we go here and here. That's the fastest way. Fan of Typhlosion, Lapras, Slacking, and Slackoth, Ursaring, Ponyta, and Octillery, then don't look into the leaks. I'm serious. Yeah, I did. I saw the Slackoth one. Again, Solo sent it to me. Because apparently I'm not allowed to just live in ignorant bliss. I need to be aware of these things. The Octillery stuff with Typhlosion. Yeah, I did not hear about Typhlosion, but I imagine it's probably in the same vein. Yikes! Jesus. Why? Why, Game Freak? I mean, I know why. They were overworked, and it was probably just, you know, some way to relieve the stress by making crazy, messed up stuff as like a joke. You know, gallows humor and all that. So much. Not the Pokemon itself, just the outbreaks. Really just need one more, and I'll be done. Good. Darn it. Now this one. Programmer Plays, welcome to the stream. Or Pro Gamer, sorry. Pro Gamer Plays, thank you so much for joining. It has been a little while. Hope you're doing well. Been you watching any horror movies lately? No, I don't really watch horror movies. I'm not a big fan of horror. Although I do need to do some horror game for October, because I think that would be fun, especially considering I'm not a... I'm not good with being scared by media. I get scared. Like, I get startled very easily. Except when it's you guys using sound effects, apparently. You freaks. That's funny. New horde, who dis? Shiny, 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 shiny. Come on, give me a shiny. I want to be done with this. I want to be done with the line. Especially the Electabuzz one. Well, honestly, I'd rather be done with the Rowlet line, but... Because the Rowlet or the Dartrix and Decidueye outbreaks are more annoying, but you know. Play FNAF World for Halloween. I've never played any FNAF games, so I don't know if I would start on the Halloween version, but we could possibly play the first one. I also would be down to do like more like a narrative-based horror game. I know there's a lot of lore to FNAF, but I know that a lot of it is, like, based off of, like, outside material, and the gameplay mechanic is very, very, like, there's not a lot of story to it. Lenore is based on Beyonce? Oh, fun! Never played FNAF, but I know a lot about it. Just morbid curiosity. Yeah, I've heard people describe it, and I don't retain any of that knowledge, but it's interesting to hear people talk about it when they talk about it. Later games introduce a more linear actual story. Okay. Perhaps I'm only working on the knowledge of the first one or two. I was a FNAF kid in school. Gotcha. I feel old hearing you say that, because FNAF was... I was only aware of FNAF like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Granted, I'm sure I know it was out earlier, but like it definitely wasn't out when I was a kid. It was maybe out when I was in high school at the earliest. And it hurts to hear. It hurts the fact that people born in 2006 can join the army. It really hurts me to think about that, because like 2006 is like prime. Like I actually very, very clearly remember times in 2006. And it hurts to think about that. Okay, move that back. Move that back. Cool. Time passes, deal with it. Fair. Yeah, I suppose that's true. It just hurts to think about. It's weird because I didn't get any older, but everyone else is. We're all getting old. I know. Not me, but everyone else is. It's kind of scary. Alright. Nothing fun. Hate when people say stuff like, "Oh, I feel so old," sounds pretentious. I mean, I guess, but it's also like a very common feeling to have. People are uncomfortable with the passage of time because it reminds them of their mortality. Iraq War was insane in 2006. I mean, yeah, but it was also insane like last year or whenever it ended. No, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Afghanistan. Iraq actually ended earlier, sort of, kind of. Getting young. Seriously, I'm getting younger. I am now 7 years old. Please send help. Oh no, he's Benjamin Buttoning. When did FNAF come out? I'm curious now. Let me look it up real quick. FNAF release date. 2014. In August 2014. I was about to go to college. So yeah, you growing up on that and being a FNAF kid, right in the arthritic joints. Pete needed the Benjamin Button joke. I got the lack of lag on my side. It happens. Arcski, welcome to the stream, and Neil as well. Appreciate you coming in. How you doing? I'm doing just fine. Unfortunately, I have to end off stream earlier than I normally would because I got a doctor's appointment in the morning, but just having a good old time trying to find some shinies. Remembered I had Soul Silver, and the first thing I did was catch a Magnemite. Nice. I like Magnemite. I need a shiny of that, but it's very hard to catch in this game. Let's see. Don't need none of that. This one technically. This one definitely. This one technically, and this one technically. Alright, we'll do a sweep here, and then warp back here, and straight to there. That's the play. Also, I don't have the hips. It's just a fact. Thank you so much for 9 likes, everyone. I really appreciate the support. Always love doing these shiny hunting streams. They're so much fun. Talked to a streamer friend about how I went to a retro game store in Michigan and I got a Pokemon Heart Gold cartridge from it. And she seemed hurt that retro games have DS games. Yeah. Retro in my mind is like the NES, and like the distance between the distance in time between like the NES and what I would consider like my non-retro gaming systems and those gaming systems and now is shorter. Like, and I think the NES came out in like late 80s, early 90s, and when I think of like gaming systems that are like, you know, not new but like not like necessarily retro, I'm thinking of like the Wii, which came out in 2006. So like 1990 to 2006 was 16 years, and 2006 to 2024 is 18 years. So yeah, that hurts. Now evolve it into a magnet zone because magnetic fields do not exist in Soul Silver. Oh yeah. I mean, you'd have to trade it over to like platinum, right? and then trade it back, which requires 2 DS systems and a cable and a cartridge of platinum. Right. The Wii is very retro. Don't say very. It's bad enough you're saying retro. Adding the modifier onto it just is adding insult to injury. Retro is relative. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Magneton's still pretty good. Dude, stop running away. There we go. His name is Eevee. That's funny. You're exactly right, Toonie. No retro gaming stores should be selling anything after the NES era. I appreciate that. Petition. I'm gonna create a petition so that they are legally bound to not do that. Was playing some Wii games before stream. Now I feel even older. Yeah. The Wii can vote. Or at least it could if it was human. Over here. Really? 8? Lame. Oh, we got one more outbreak. Sometimes I try to be sassy over text, but comes off as me being mean, so I'm sorry about that. No, you're all good. I know you're it's all in good fun. You're all good. Why is your team just evolutions? Are you Penny? No, that was a leftover from when I was trying to work on.
Hello, Ectric. I am Chicken Butt, and where's the Snapple? Also, you are Chicken Butt, and what do you call a magic owl?
Ghost, welcome to the stream. Good to have you in.
Houdini.
Okay. Oh, Houdini. Got it. That's funny. Snapplecap fact is Jupiter spins so fast that there's a new sunrise every 10 hours. Yeah, Chicken Butt. Welcome on in. Good to see you. We're just talking about how old we are. Gastrodon's awesome. I love Gastrodon. I think I used it for my BDSP playthrough as well. Actually, I don't know that I did. I think I ended up using the Jirachi and Mew. Or at least the Jirachi. I don't think I used the Mew all that much. No, I didn't use Gastrodon because I got Piplup as my starter. But I have used Gastrodon before in a playthrough. But if non-retro game stores don't sell them, who will? The regular GameStop. Oh, that's right. I was talking about the evolutions. It was a leftover from the fact that I was trying to 100% their dex entries to make it more likely that I could find a shiny of them. So I was going through and completing all of the, like, do 70 agile style moves and 120 push-ups or whatever. Dye your hair red and blue? I mean, I've actually thought about possibly dyeing my hair. I don't think I'd ever actually go through with it, but I'd be interested. Game Freak situation's wild. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. It is crazy. They include Pokemon Y at the moment and using Swanna for once in my lifetime. Oh, cool. I don't think I've ever used Swanna. I've been traumatized. Doodle, welcome to the stream. Just had the worst giggle fit of my life. Oh, wow. What about? Bam. Yes. Sure. Whoops. Go for this for sure. And absolutely this. Got some good ones here. I think we'll go for this one first. I really would love to get a nose pass. And then the nose pass and finish it off. As well as get a Sneasel, because I'm bothered that I only have one. I thought I had two. And then I forever I thought I had like both Sneasel and Sneasler. Oh, hello. Alpha Luxray? Yes, please. Alright, come on. Alright. Cool. Got the shiny Luxray. Woohoo! Now send that to me immediately. Nah, I think I'm probably gonna keep that one just because it's an alpha. I have thought about trying to do an alpha shiny living dex as much as possible. Lasted for an hour? Wow. Got Diddy Flosion before Pokemon. What a fucking sentence. Oh my god. We got Diddy Flosion. Oh, that got me. Make a big over-the-top reaction and post the shorts. It's kind of sad that I had a bigger reaction to Diddy Flosion than I did to a shiny Alpha Luxray, but hey, what are you gonna do? My EMDR session earlier. It's my first one, so I don't really know what they do to me. Interesting. I don't know what EMDR is, but it's possible. I'm so jealous. That's awesome. It's quite a good shiny. Now if I can get a shiny nose pass to pair with it, kind of like a fine wine to go with your fancy meal, be great. Eye movement desensitization and pre-processing. Interesting. What is the reason for doing that kind of procedure? Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. Is it for like sensory overload things? Is EMDR woo signs? I don't think so. From the sounds of it, it just seems like therapeutic stuff. Anyway, what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by a really cool shiny was that I forever thought I had both a Sneasel and a Sneasler as shiny because I had two of them in my shiny boxes. And one day I was just going through my shinies like showing them off. I think I actually was showing them off on stream, and I was just like was going through, and I was like, okay, so I have a Sneasel and a Sneasler, and then I looked over at the Sneasler. I was like, well, this looks like a regular Sneasler, and I like highlighted it. I was like, this is a regular Sneasler. Did I switch which one I put in which? And I went and checked in like the normal Living Dex box, and there was a regular Sneasler there as well. And I was like, but I didn't release it. That's it basically prevents you from being able to do that without like absolutely knowing you're getting rid of a shiny. So apparently, at one point, I just randomly put in a regular Sneasler into my shiny Living Dex box, and promptly forgot about it, and decided, okay, I guess I'm just going to pretend I have a shiny of that now. The only thing I could think of is that maybe I, at one point, got to the point where I filled up the boxes completely, and it happened to be a Sneasler that was in there, in that spot. So it was in, like, the correct spot, and I got confused and just left it there. But I fooled myself into thinking I had an extra shiny. So I want to get it back. It's annoying that I don't have it. Can we please highlight the one that is right next to me about to attack me? Bam, bam. Cool. It's for processing trauma. What's woo-woo science? Oh, like, like using like crystals and stuff, like alternative medicine. Um, it's a somewhat derogatory tone for medicine that doesn't exactly have scientific rigor outside of being a placebo. This was on stream, entire chat started laughing. Oh, okay. That sounds about right. I don't think it's that laughable. It just happens sometimes. Clerical errors, you know. You carry the one instead of the two, and all of a sudden you have a shiny Sneasler that's a regular Sneasler. Maybe my bits got flipped because of a sunbeam or something like that, and it just so happened to change it so that my Pokemon was no longer shiny. Did you ever think of that? And you were laughing at me. My Pokemon Y team is honestly generic in my opinion. It's Delphox, Lucario, Tyrant, Swanna, Venusaur, and Snorlax. I mean, that sounds like a fun team. I think there's some fun ones on there. I think Swanna and Tyrant are cool additions. Delphox I've never used, but I think it's a cool Pokemon to use. And then, yeah, sure, Lucario, Venusaur, and Snorlax are kind of more common ones, but they're powerful. I get why you're using them. You're so articulate and well-spoken. Oh, thank you. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but I will take it. I'm going to pretend that you're completely sincere, even if you're not. Because it helps my self-esteem. Can't remember, I may have been the only one laughing. I mean, that's fair. Alright, return to the village. It's my friend What Starter, and he said Fennekin. I asked why, and he said he'd rather not say. Listen, it's important to let your closeted furry friends know that they are welcome, and they are loved, and they do not have to hide who they really are. It's important to do this. I'm not being sarcastic. I fully mean it. You have a wonderful way with words. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I try. I'm not sure that I always am the most articulate, but I do try. And I've been really trying to stop using like a lot of ums. I feel like I do that too often, so I've been trying to be comfortable with pausing for a second if I need to think, rather than just going, you know, while I'm trying to think. Instead, just pause if I have a problem thinking of what I want to say. I think it helps slightly. Then again, I also use the word like way too often, so maybe that's another thing I should work on. I always stumble over my words and repeat the same words over and over again. Sound like a child when I speak. It happens. It happens. It really does. I think that a lot of the time my brain works faster than my mouth can move. It's actually gotten... I think it got worse around the time I started living by myself, back in like 2018. I don't think I had as much trouble with like like stuttering and stuff like that, but maybe I just was less aware of myself back then. But I think that living by myself, I wasn't talking as much, so I got a little bit of out of practice with it. I also because I was watching so many, like I would listen to YouTube videos constant. That's when I started really like getting into YouTube. Was around the time I started living by myself. Wonder why. But uh, I I think that because around that time I started watching a lot of YouTube, I eventually got to the point where I decided to start listening at like 1.25, 1.5, and 2 times speed. And I think that I've gotten so used to like 2 times speed listening that like my mind kind of wants to recreate that with me talking. So I think I started talking faster. So I have to like make sure that I'm not talking too fast, because then I get to the point where I'm stumbling over my words trying to get them out fast enough. Because it needs to match what I'm hearing in my inner monologue, which is like faster, I guess. I don't know. Either that or it's just, unrelated. Maybe I have ADHD and that's just a symptom. I don't know. It's probably the reason why I worry about people misinterpreting what I say. Yeah, it just takes practice to make sure you're slowing yourself down and articulating yourself. It's just, it's a skill you can work on. It doesn't come easy necessarily, but it is something that you can get better at. I think I'm gonna log off soon. Very tired. No worries, Luigi Dragon. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your night and sleep well. I'm not gonna be on for too much longer anyway. Friends has a lisp and I mask it to it, and I hate it because I'm always scared she thinks I'm masking her. Oh, like you also start somewhat lisping sympathetically because you're used to hearing it, because I find that sometimes I do that with like accents. I think that's a fairly common thing, is if you start hearing something, you tend to kind of join in. I think it's a social thing, in that like we want to feel on the in crowd, and even subconsciously it's like, oh, all of these people are talking like this, I should also be talking like this, or else I'm going to be the weird one. But I definitely do, like I always remember my dad's parents and like brothers and stuff like that all live in upstate New York, like in very rural New York, and they don't have like southern accents, but they definitely have a little bit of a slight drawl. It's just a slightly different way of talking, just because life's a little bit slower, and I found that whenever I would go to visit them, by the end of the week or two that I was visiting, I was doing the same sort of drawl a little bit. Not as distinct, but definitely was there. Ow. Let me up. Jesus. Someone of my T naturally talks in 2 times speed, and I don't know how. Oh, on my team, gotcha. Yeah, I find that I sometimes fall into that, and I have to make sure I'm slowing myself down. I don't stutter after smoking cigarettes. I recommend it for everyone. I definitely do not recommend smoking. It is quite bad for you. Um, you know, you're perfectly allowed to. I would definitely not recommend doing it though. It even if it doesn't end up, giving you cancer and killing you, it will definitely do some damage to your body. And I don't think it's worth the benefits of nicotine. Drinking and driving. Yeah, for sure. She thinks I'm mocking her. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I get that. I don't know why I'm using that. I don't need that. I don't move anyway. Really, we're gonna get like 6 of them? Helpful. That's annoying. When I'm 12 beers deep and my car keys in my pockets is talking to me. Drive for an over family 4 country. Jesus. I don't think the car keys are supposed to speak to you. I mean, if you're 12 beers deep, everything's speaking to you. Come on, give me my Sizzler. Fun. New horde, let's go. Give me a shot. And shiny. Dang it. Rats. Well, last chance. All right. I would take this as well. You. Darn it. Oh well. No shinies this outbreak. You'll have issues. Ay ay ay. I looked away for like 10 minutes. What the F happened? I don't know. I don't think this one was my fault. I think this one was purely organic on chat's part. I think this was not my fault. Sometimes it's my fault. Solo, did you see my shiny alpha Luxray that I got? I just ran a joke to its logical conclusion. Fair. Everything is your fault, Ectric. You sound like my mom. There we go. I'm kidding, by the way. My mother is lovely. Not the weirdest chat spin. That's true. It's not the weirdest chat spin in this while playing this game. It's, that would definitely be the weird stream. Yeah, the horny PLA stream. Exactly. Maybe I'm your mom. I doubt that. Although you are diabetic, so you got that going for you at least. That one. Cool. Right. Hello. Good. Your worst shots, yeah. The Smash 95% of the Pokemon stream. Exactly, yes, yes. We're all on the same page here. Yes. I guess that was the spawning of magic glory holes. We only bring that back for $10, exactly. Was that? Are you guys still there? For some reason, Opera decided to crap out for a second. Hopefully we didn't lose anything, or if we did, it was minimal. Nothing really happened. Let me know if we lost any if I cut out for a second or something like that. Cool. Change the subject. That's fair. That's fair. Wasn't paying attention, so I can't tell you. You know what? That's fair. That's very fair. I feel like it's fine. You're right. It's fine. It's fine. None of you are paying attention to me anyway. I can cut out for 5 minutes and just go, grab a snack, mix myself a drink. You guys will come back. You'll be talking about magic glory holes or some other weird crap. Carl, that kills people. Oh man, that is a reference I haven't thought about in about 10 years. Detroit, the city of Detroit. What once was a wonderful auto manufacturing hub, but unfortunately due to our questionable outsourcing policies has become less so. Really? Just stay in the ball. Jesus Christ. this. We already have it. Alright. No shiny this outbreak. They made a new episode? Really? Wow. That's a throwback and a half. Alrighty. We're the real stars of the show. I mean, I feel like that's the best situation, is where Chad is a character. It's a blast from the past for sure. Anyone watch TADC? What's TADC? I might know it, just not by the acronym. Nothing doing on any of those. So we'll just look for Eevee and Combi. Amazing Digital Circus. Oh, no, I'm not saying that. Alright. What the heck? It's not nighttime. Stop spawning ghosts. Alright. Let's try that again. This time with Eevee. Preferably shiny. Okay, or you could do it. Sure, why not? They're not the most... it's not like they're the most abundant thing in this entire freaking game. Aside from Starly. There's an Eevee. It's not shiny, but there's an Eevee. That's exciting. Alright, let's see. One of these days, there's going to be a shiny of these random regular Pokemon. Although I gotta say, I feel like the shiny rate is significantly lower just out in the wild, because of all the probably around 500 hours I've played this game, just like shinies that were not in an outbreak of some sort, I could probably count on like two hands. Granted, I spent a lot of time looking specifically at outbreaks, so it's not like I spent all of those 500 hours looking at non-outbreak shiny potentials, but still, you'd think I'd find more in transit. You said that with so much disgust, aside from Starly. It's just... those two are like so common, and the fact that they get so many MMO spawns frustrates me. Because, like, give it to the Pokemon that I can't find anywhere. Like, I like Starly. I like Starly a lot. I just have had the shiny line for Starly since... It was probably one of the first lines I had fully done. That and Bidoof. Wonder why. What Pokemon would you like to see in Legends Are? Electric. Haven't seen it since Sword and Shield. Won't spoil anything from release other than Gen 10 will be for the Switch 2. Yeah, I had a feeling that was the case. I am curious to see what the Switch 2 is like. And it's probably not going to just be called the Switch 2, but I'm curious what they will call it. Going to do things very different in terms of release dates, not as frequent anymore. Honestly, they need to do that. That's a necessary thing for them. I think that that is very good to hear that they're not. They are taking seriously the fact that everyone has made fun of their last few games for having awful like graphics and bugs. Like this game like I like this game. It doesn't look like the best that any Switch game has ever looked, but it for the most part looks pretty good to me. But like people were ragging on this game for not looking good at all because they were all comparing it to Breath of the Wild, and then Scarlet Violet came out and everyone was like, "Oh, it can be so much worse." Good to know. Might be a Breath of the Wild situation. Oh. We can all agree that Bidoof is the real god, though? Oh, of course. All hail Bidoof. I think we need more in the coastlands, so we're going to go for that. Dun, 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 dun. Looks much better than Legend Arceus. Not quite there, but not awful, just mediocre. I disagree. I think this one looks better. This one's more like stylistic. Like it's almost styled like an older Japanese painting. But I think overall it looks better. I think it also like it doesn't have nearly as many glitches, which is nice. But I think this one looks better than Scarlet Violet. Although I could definitely do with them both looking better. Oh, this is the only one that I need, huh? Well, that's a bit of a shame. Oh well. Like this one, I think would be really nice if they like really leaned into the Japanese art style, or the ancient Japanese art style, or go with like either commit or don't. I think either way would work. I think the fact that they only semi-committed with this kind of takes away from it a little bit, but I think this one looks pretty good overall. Scarlet Violet, like I guess it looks decent enough, but like everything is moving at 3 FPS, so it's kind of hard to appreciate it as anything except for a picture. Oh well. I think the glitches are over-exaggerating. Trust me, I've played much worse games in terms of glitches. I mean, sure, I've played games that have worse glitches than Scarlet Violet, but like, it's a $60 Pokemon game. Like, it's Gen 9. Like, I have higher standards for Game Freak than I do some random indie dev who, you know, it's one person coding it. But I mean, I don't dislike Scarlet Violet. I'm not trying to say that I dislike it by any means. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the story aspect of it quite a lot. I just would have wished that it looked better, in my opinion. Bethesda, though? See, I haven't played Bethesda games all that much, so perhaps I'm just spoiled. But you know what? No, I'm not spoiled. I am having reasonable standards. I feel like it's reasonable that if I'm spending $60 for a game, I want it to be finished. Dazzling, welcome to the stream. I maintain Nintendo's lawsuit against Paul Worlds because it threatened Game Freak's cash cow. It's probably, yeah. I mean, I feel like that's why they sue anyone in general, or cease and desist anyone in general, is because they want more money, you know. It's frustrating, because like, I mean, as much as I never play Pal World. I've only seen like clips from streams and like images and stuff like that, and I think it is very derivative of Pokemon. But like, I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. I think that they put a lot of effort into it, and there's a significant fan base for it, and you know, it's not like they like stole the code or anything like that. It doesn't take a genius to think, oh, world with a bunch of collectible animals. That's definitely something that we should do, and you're not gonna be able to be helped, but be inspired by Pokemon. It's so ubiquitous, but at the same time, like I don't think it's I don't think that they should be. I don't think Nintendo should be suing them. I think that it's an uncool thing to do, and you know, speaking legally versus morally, I think that morally they're on shaky ground at best. Threatened absolutely nothing. Exactly. Yeah. It's not doing anything to them. That honestly, if anything, it brought more attention to that type of game. I don't know. Didn't Pokemon rip off a whole nother game though? I don't remember. I don't remember hearing about that, but it's possible. It's only viral for local months and stop being a thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are some people that are still fans of it. I don't know. I don't think it's. I am very very lenient when it comes to IP. I think that we should be a lot more lenient about letting people use other people's ideas, unless it's like directly like it needs to be. I want a very strict definition of like plagiarizing or copying or something like that. Just because I think it stifles innovation to give people too much leeway to, you know, claim anything and everything as their intellectual property because it's vaguely similar. Let's see. Right. I need to go over to which one? Mine. They haven't sued Temtem. That's impressive. Um, yeah, it's just one again. All right. Well, might as well go sweep counterclockwise. Let's see. Let's see. Hang up. Joint. That's what you thought. You thought you could hit me with that water pulse, you dick. You thought wrong! Take that. Alright, let's see. That. Boop, boop. Ah, darn it. I fell asleep. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I missed. Let's go. Alright. Pichu time. Nintendo said nothing about designs in their lawsuit. It's for patent infringement. They sued for throwing an object, specifically throwing to catch a monster. Yeah, see, that's the type of thing I'm talking about. Like, I can kind of see it if you're talking about like designs, although that's very very difficult to do. To claim that it's actually like copied, um, just you know, trope sort of thing. And I mean, they might have it. They might have an argument, although I feel like they would be suing if they thought they did have an argument for it. Um, so I don't know. The whole, you know, we had this idea of this kind of, yeah, the mechanic thing is what really gets me. Is like, oh, throwing something at an animal and capturing it. That's totally a Pokemon thing and not just something that happens in real life. Go to sleep. There we go. Bam. There we go. Good stuff. Let's see. We're done with that one. Cool. Oh. I think we'll do one more MMO and then I'll call it a night. You specifically use an orb-like object in Pal World. Yeah, throwing a ball, like, I don't know. I think it's tenuous. Like I can see where they're coming from, sort of, but like at the same time, it's a dick move. it's a dick move, and I think that it should be much more stringent. Whether it's legal or not, I could see an argument for it being illegal. Like that they might have a case. They obviously think they do if they're going to court for it. I think morally they're in the wrong. I think that it shouldn't be. It's called capitalism? Yeah, a dick move. Capitalism is all about, you know, screwing people over so that you get yours. You know, I think that it is a dick move. I think that you can have a system where blatantly stealing is wrong, and people making things that are based off of your ideas aren't sued into oblivion. And Nintendo are not going that route. All corporations do. That doesn't make it right. I think all corporations are wrong when they do this. Yes, I still hold that position even when it's Disney doing it, or whatever other company you want to throw in there, Amazon. I think it's wrong altogether. Never claimed it was right. Then what are you arguing about? Whether they have whether in the current system they have a, you know, legal claim on it or not, sure, maybe, but I think it's wrong. Been mentioned in co-op before that you can't copyright a game mechanic though. Okay, there you go. Maybe they don't have standing. That Leon's idea, their motivation is a very big assumption. I mean, I think in general it's about money. I mean, whether it's that it's threatening their cash cow specifically, I don't know. I think it's just that they see it as interfering with their income in some way, shape, or form. They wouldn't be spending the money to go to court if they didn't think that it was going to save them money overall to do this court case and try and get them, you know, taken off of Steam or whatever the ramifications of them winning the court case would be. Let's see. I don't need this anymore. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. Ooh, unknown. Maybe we can get our first shiny unknown. We can also get one of these. Everything's about money? Yeah, pretty much. At least in the capitalist system. We'll go here first. Alright. Bam, 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 bam. You just rephrase with what Limon said. Well, then I agree. I agree with her. I think that it all comes down to they want more money. There's no other reason that they would do it. My second to last comment. Oh, sure. Been to any good arcades as of late? Oh, what the heck? Was that you guys, or was that in game? Are you shiny? Is that a shiny? Are you shiny? I'll just catch both of them. These seem to be the only two Pokemon around. That was an actual shiny? Which one was it? I didn't see it. I was looking at chat. Teleport away and fly back. That works, yeah. I could also just fly away and then fly back. Make sure I got it. Alright, should be close enough. Or far enough, I guess. I think I got it. I think it was one of those two. Right? What color are your spots? Maybe not. Well, let's go find the. Let's go to the unknown, and then we'll come back afterwards. Think that Paris was shiny? Could have checked. Yeah, I guess I could just go into my box and check. Had pink mushrooms. When you caught it had pink mushrooms. All right, cool. Shiny Paris then. Let me catch these. It'll be around if not. I'll go to the box and make sure that I. Ooh, horde. Oh, hello. Oh, come on. You're gonna... I'm being attacked by letters. Ah. Actually, these are better to catch. These are easier to catch than regular unknown, because they don't disappear on me. Son of a gun. Ooh, hello. Let's see. Cool. Nice. Alright. No shinies, unfortunately, but we got some alphas, which is cool. Let me just go to my box real quick and make sure that that Paris was the shiny. Oh, hello. We are getting full up. Was this a shiny? Yes, it was. Cool. Yep. There's the shiny. Found it. All right. Well, with that, we are going to end off the stream with 2 shinies. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you didn't even like the stream and subscribe to the channel, consider doing so you can catch every single one of these as they come out. Regardless, though, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you had a good time. That's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. Let's see. Who are we gonna raid? Let's see who is live. We are ending off early, so much bigger chance that we find someone we don't usually get to raid. Ooh, Pat is live. Doing some Fortnite. We could raid Pat. We haven't raided Pat in forever. Yeah, we're doing Pat. I haven't gotten to raid him in forever.
Beauty? Wait, this person has to be here. We'll give him like 2 minutes. That is a rule I didn't say. You have to be here. I always say that, though. You guys can fact check me.
All right. So, thank you again for joining me.
Thank you, If you're here, you have to...
Go check out Pat's channel and join in on the raid. Even if you're planning on going right to bed, just drop in real quick, drop a like, drop a sub, say hello real quick so that you can pass the love. I hope to see you over there. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. And until the next one, I will see ya.